Sasrikal, hello and welcome to my channel Chai Samosa again. So today we have another guest, Mr. Prem. He's my colleague and he's working in same company as well as he's a fitness influencer as well. He is working as a gym trainer as well as his passion is to work in the fitness industry as well as he's working in the corporate as well. So let's have discuss what are the challenges, difficulty, and what are his ambition about the his career goal. Okay, let's start introduce with Mr. Prem.
Hi.
Mr. Prem, welcome to my channel.
Welcome. Thank you for inviting.
So how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
So as we discussed that you are though you are working in a corporate world, you are a fitness influencer and fitness expert as well. You work as a trainer, personal trainer.
Yeah.
Correct?
I've worked before as a personal trainer. Yeah.
So, do you think the difference in that life and this life, like you work in a gym and now you working currently total different industry?
Yeah, the difference is always there because when I started first, to be very honest with you, my life as a personal trainer first started when I was giving coaching with some few people in the house. So then people when I was just giving them coaching for free, they said they felt bad, and then they started paying me because they said that you are really training well and you are working towards to also be a personal trainer. So then they started paying me and all. So I used to coach them near a house where it's in near PJ. It's not so far from here. It's like about 15 minutes drive. So from there on, then after that, then they said, okay, why don't you apply and go and work as in a personal trainer, celebrity fitness stuff. Then that's where I, started applying in celebrity fitness, and then I went in there. And then I went in there, and then after I went for the the normal training. You have to go for the training. You have to go for the training. They need to know whether you will pass the training, you pass the exam, because many people will come there and you never know who can be anybody. So even can be a doctor who's also coming and one day he's your client, and you need to know how to coach them, right? So after that, then I was in celebrity fitness. First I was in Puchong, and then after that, then I went to Bangsa. So Bangsa was the most longest I've been there. Difference is, yes, obviously it's different than corporate world, because there, like, you are a trainer, right? Your way you dress is different. You're wearing like a like a white shirt and then with a short track suit, and then most of the time the whole day you'll be there, and then you get to work out after you have trained all your client, and then there is a different way they say how you achieve your money base, because most of it all on money base, right? So the more clients you have, the more money you get. So I'm not the type where I like to push my clients, because I say that if you're interested with me, okay, let's have a quick 45-minute session with me. I'll tell that one is free. If you like, then you can sign up with me. So if you don't like say, I can always refer to my friend, be it a guy or girl, doesn't matter. Up to you, how you feel. So that is how usually my approach. So when they say they like it, okay, then let's sign up. Then from then on.
So see, there is a way to approach every different type of client, right?
Correct.
So if a doctor, your approach will be different.
Correct.
If a lawyer, your approach will be different.
Yes.
Celebrity, again, you have to think so many things in your mind before you say anything.
Correct.
So how was your approach when there is a male client and female client? So because it's a totally opposite gender, right? So you have to be very cautious when you are like training them or you are helping them in the terms of weightlifting. So how was your approach that time?
So difference between male and female clients, okay, all right. Normally, guys, when whoever it is, when they take training under me, they don't ask a lot of questions, because guys, we know, okay, when we lift, because it's something which is quite common among guys. So when I train them and I teach them, so they pick up quickly. So ladies, normally they will ask, what is it for? Where is it working? And this stuff like that. So I have to explain to them to make sure that they understand very well. Ladies, that's the only thing, because after 1, 2, 3 session, then they will have the hang of what I'm going to do, and then they will be like, okay, now they are in tune, so they know what they are doing. Because most of the time when come to weightlifting, if they have zero background knowledge, anything, ladies normally they don't know what to do. They are afraid to even ask. They are afraid to approach anybody to ask. They feel shy, and then they end up doing something wrong. So when they have a trainer, then that's where they would be curious and they were asking, what is it? So in my experience, I've handled both ladies and guys client. So they're all okay. It's just that how you patience. For me, what I find is you have to be really patient, because some people, although they come there to train, but I have a few clients where they train because they're having some form of a life struggle in their life, be it in their relationship, be it in their work. So when they come to me, I remember I have this one client. So this client, when he came to me, so he said that he's just going through a rough time with his relationship. So I say, okay, what do you want? So then he told me that I need to make myself busy, but at the same time, now since I'm here, I want to really work out, really go hard. How you want to do it?
Like release the frustration.
Like release the frustration. I said, okay, I know where you're coming from because I've been in this situation. So I said, okay, I'm going to give you a 45-minute session with me, 45 minutes to 1 hour. You train with me. If you're okay, we can continue. I say, how's the deal? I say, okay. So I went, coached him for solid 1 hour. And then after that, then we took rest, and then he came and sat, and then asked him, so how you feel? Good. Okay, so do you still want to continue training with me? I said, okay, all right, let's go ahead.
You just came to like forget everything.
Yes. So his idea is just he wants to release out the frustration, whatever that is inside. So that's one way actually, people, like even when a lot of guys or ladies, when even they come there, some of them, they come with a happy mood, some with an angry mood, some with a sad mood. So gym is the place where some people, they will just go there to free their mind and then divert their thought and then do something which they want to. So you can, when I was a personal trainer, sometimes I'll go and talk, I'll have conversations. So and then they will be sharing with me, although they are not my clients. So it's an interesting thing compared to corporate, because corporate is it's a totally different life.
Yes.
Corporate is like now what we are working, we do make friends, but then it's a totally different line.
No, we are friend. I can say we are friend, but most of the friend is until when we are working for the same company.
Correct.
Once the company change, I don't know, many people left.
But I'm still happy that some I still keep in touch.
Yeah.
Those are really like true, genuine friends.
That's
so
true.
To come across true, genuine friends, even though they already leave the company, and still keeping in touch is a thing. Even my clients, the one which I train from my gym, I still keep in touch with them. They're off and on. Although they know that I'm working in a corporate line, but I'm still working out. So they know off and on they'll call me and ask me, hey bro, I'm going to do this. What do you think? I need your opinion. So because when I left the gym and then when I started working in the corporate line, they actually left the gym to follow me where I'm going and training.
Oh.
Yes. So it was not much, like about 2-3 of them, because they really like the way I train. So wherever gym I go, I say, bro, it's okay. Where you go, I'll follow you.
So other than the work life, I know that you are fond of traveling also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially the spiritual places. It's a temple or it's any religious places. So tell me the experience about which is your best traveling so far, and any spiritual experience you have.
My first travel out of Malaysia was India. Okay, so when I went to India, I just went to South India, which is Tamil Nadu, and the next state was Andhra Pradesh. So
Can no problem.
So Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, this was the 2 states that I went. But Tamil Nadu, I did not cover a lot because we were only there for 10 days. So we went actually for a pilgrimage reason. So my first place when I landed was in Tiruchi. So from Tiruchi, then after that, then we started doing our journey. One thing I'll say, when I first land in India, I'm going this is where my ancestors came from. So it was a very how to say, it's a mix of joy and
sentimental.
Yeah, it's a sentimental kind of thing. Yeah, because this is where my ancestors came from, and now I'm here. So I was like looking so forward, trying the food, seeing the people there, everything. So it was a very fun journey there. So throughout the 9 days, because we were there for 10 days, right? So for the 9 days, wherever we traveled in Tamil Nadu, basically we were first vegetarian because it was a pilgrimage reason, right? Even the vegetarian food was so amazing. From whatever I've tasted in Malaysia, when I'm tasting it in India, it's very different. So whenever I'm eating, I'm like, oh my god, this is so different. But when you eat, it's so satisfying. So when you go and then when you pray to the temple, and the people are there are actually willing to actually guide you and do whatever prayers that you're doing. In terms of spiritual experience, what that I've encountered, something which is very nice is when I went to Rameswaram. So there is a temple in Rameswaram. It's a Shivan temple, but it was built by Sri Ram when he was coming back from Lanka.
Yes.
So that temple, they have this 12, how do you say, like a well. So they can deep, people will be there, and then you just have to line up, and they were dipping in. So my curiosity, one of the well, what happened was that was the last well, and you have to go and change. What happened? I just tell, what could be inside a well, a part of the water, So I just tried to look inside, what is actually in the well beneath down there. Trust me, I just saw like deep down. It was very deep down, but from my eyes, I saw bright corals inside, and I was like, and then I just looked back, and I was like, wow. Did my eyes just
like it's doing already?
Yeah, I'm like, so like it was colorful. It's not just white, it was colorful. Like I really can't explain how the
experience. Yeah, sometimes it's very difficult.
Then I was like, then I told my parents, down there actually I just took a look, and it was actually like beautiful corals down there. I was like, okay, I don't dare to see, but okay, if you see it, just it's an experience for you. So then after that, then going to the sea and bathing, and then after that,
is it allowed to look into the well, or you just mystically look inside?
I don't know, because whoever that was coming there, they were just lining up. When you line up, the well is just like right beside you. So my curiosity, when the person who just supposed to take, and it's quite, for me, I feel it's a little bit dangerous, because you have to stand on the well. The man was standing on the well, and he was taking it from this one, and he was pouring. So I don't know how deep he's letting out, inside. So then when they got down, and I'm like, okay, it's risky, but I just took a look, and I'm like, oh. So there's something which something which I will never forget in my entire life. I will never forget that, because it's out of curiosity. I did not do something wrong. It's just I had a look inside there, So that was one
spiritual experience. I can see that even you can recollect those memories. I can see there is a brightness on your face.
Yeah. I still remember all the 10 days when I was there, So and then after finishing in Tamil Nadu, then we went to Andhra, and then although there was a language barrier there, but thankfully there is still people can still speak, because English is a common language, and then we can still converse whatever that we want and ask there. So it was beautiful. 10 days, solid.
Yeah, solid. So apart from language, apart from food, the language, even you find that the English they speak is very different from Malaysia.
Comparatively, you can see the difference there, right? But then it's not to the point where we can't understand. So it's a day to day thing which we can speak.
Because
language, part of that, I don't think it's like a big kind of a barrier. It's just that maybe it's just the accent. It's just maybe the essence. So other than that, I don't think it's quite of a big thing. Because I did meet a few people, because there are some of them who have worked in Malaysia, so they pick up our accent, and they pick up even the Malay language. So when I went to a restaurant and then I was eating, I think it's Saravana Bhavan. So then when I went and we were having dinner, so then I was just talking to my mom and my dad, like while we were talking, then we used a few Malay words.
Malay words.
So then the waiter was taking the order. He was telling, he understood, and he actually told, "Oh, you can just take this and take that." I'm like, okay, did you understand? Yeah, because we worked in Penang before. Okay, then he said makes sense, because in Malaysia we also have few branches, right? So
Yeah, one here in Brickfield also.
correct.
KL.
Yeah. So then when he said he was working in Penang, then I was like, okay, it makes sense why you can
I've been
understand.
to Penang Swarna Bhavan also.
Yeah,
It's very like a ground,
correct.
and just they have a wall. It's very huge, and they have a robots to serve.
I mean back then I don't know that man he was how many years he was working, but I mean now as time passed by everything changes. So when few people when I went there and they can understand Malay, then we were like happy, like okay, you can understand. That's nice to hear, So 10 solid days was there in India. After India, the next place that I went, it was just Thailand. It's just my neighboring country. But I just went there for about 4 days. It was just a short trip, because I went there actually because my friends, two of them, they wanted to set up a barber shop. So one of his friends is in Thailand. He's already staying there with his dad. So we went to his house. So we were staying there with the dad and him, and then we were going out to just search for all the tools to set up the barber shop. Apparently that's cheaper and there. So I just took it. He said, why don't you just come? And then it's just like a mini short trip, 4 days. Why don't you just come? It was just in Bangkok, nothing much. We were enjoying food, and then so happened when on the day I were going, it was Vinayagar Chaturthi, and they were celebrating the festival there as well. So Thailand, the way the temple is different compared to Malaysia and India. But the more or less the prayers is similar, right? Although it's, Buddhism is also strong there. When we see this also, then on the day, then after when you're saying, oh, it's because it's Vinayagar Chaturthi, so they were having
With this, I just remember one incident. There is one friend of mine working in my project before. She's from Thailand. So all of a sudden, she said that, I am vegetarian. I say, how come you become a vegetarian? 3 days back, you are having solid like non-veg food.
Non-veg food.
She say actually, I went to her husband is from UK.
Okay.
So she about to go to UK with her husband, but the thing is her visa is not getting approved. It's already 2 times, and if third time it's not approved, there are chances that they will ban her for 5 years. Okay. So she said that my interview was not so good. Like past 2 interview, she said that she have done the best, but this interview was not so good, and she was very frustrated. And then all of a sudden, she came out from the embassy, and opposite to embassy there is one Durga Devi temple. I guess, yeah, Durga Devi temple. She don't know the name. She said that the goddess on the lion.
Okay.
Okay. And she go there, she prayer, and she said that if she get her thing done, she will be vegetarian for 40 days. And luckily her thing got done. Normally it takes 7 to 8 days to get the approval. She get the approval after 14 days.
All right.
But she get the approval, and all of a sudden she get the news, she become vegetarian for 40 days.
40 days. Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So we can see that there are belief and there are temple, like our ancestors, our Hinduism are still there. Sikh temple is also there.
Yes, correct.
So one of my friend, he's a pure vegetarian, and he went to place where there is hardly people speak English.
Okay.
So he having a very hard time to have food. So luckily he bought 4 packets of Maggi.
Okay.
So he eating Maggi, he cannot find food. And then he find the Sikh temple.
Okay.
And then he went there, he asked for we are vegetarian and I cannot eat the food here. And then another 4 days, he eat there only, in Sikh temple.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Sikh temple also before, and when I went there, it was because there was a flood happened. So in the Sikh temple, they were collecting food, and then they were transporting. So they needed volunteers to help. So I offered myself, because I went with my neighbor. He's also a Sikh that time. He was no longer here. He just was at the back of my house. So I and him, then we went. So we volunteered, and then one part inside the kitchen, the people were cooking, because they have to cook for the volunteers, whoever that's there, and coming and praying. And then another side, this side outside the temple.
Where it happened?
The flood. The flood. I'm not really sure where's the place, because I remember the place, but I just don't remember the name.
In 2000?
It was just 2 years back.
Oh, is it near Shalam or anywhere?
Yes, it's somewhere near Shalam.
Okay.
Yes, it's somewhere near Shalam.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, correct. So it was quite a major flood actually. So that's why then they needed a lot of people's volunteers' help. So then that was in fact my first time going to a Sikh temple. So then after that, then I went. I said, okay, let me. Yes, PJ, in the PJ Sikh temple. So then after that, I said, okay, hold on, let me just go up and pray first, and then after that I'll come down, and then I will help with the volunteers. Then after that, when I was having their food. So then when you mentioned your friend is telling, so I can imagine, how happy he might have felt, when he got the food.
Yeah. For Punjabi especially, the world best food is the langar. Langar is a free kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, for us, the best food in the world is the langar. No matter how much you are full, no matter how much you did, if you see, okay, let's have at least one chapati there.
I can even that also, the although the base is similar, but it's like even you can even taste the difference, right? But it's still nice. So even people tell, after we go like for Sunday prayers, after you pray, and then when people serve, and you just eat, and then after you just hang around there for a while, and then you just go on with your day. It's nice. It doesn't matter even whether it's a Sikh temple or any temple, even a Buddhist temple or something.
I remember 2 years back, I'm talking about just this lockdown just opened. So the first New Year, I guess 2022, I believe. So 1st of January, I went to the temple, the Shakti temple in Kuala Selangor. I've been there. Yeah. I've been there. I attend the morning prayer. I have like prasadam there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. When sometimes even when you take a long drive out and then you go, it's a nice feeling also.
Yeah.
So.
And the thing is, no matter it's Gurdwara, temple, or anywhere, any religious thing, the way they treat you is something different.
Correct.
Right? And especially when you are from the different culture. Like for me, they can see that I am not a Hindu.
Yeah.
But the way they treat me, like, bro, please come, just have it. One what you call, there is a like a dosa, but in between it's thick, on the edges it's soft.
Okay.
And they give some coconut
milk.
Yeah.
We call it appam.
So just take one more. I don't know the name that time, but yeah.
Sometimes they serve with brown sugar together. They serve with milk and with brown sugar, because normally they'll like it's something to be like a savory kind of thing. So they will serve with brown sugar and with milk as well.
It was nice. So they was like, bro, take one. I was like, okay, I just take one only.
That place, when I went there the first time, it was like after rain, and then when it's drizzling, and then when it settles down, that ambience, So then when I went there, was not much people. It was very quiet when did the prayers, and then there were cow at that time outside.
There was that time also.
Yes. So then I will go and we got to feed the cows. So it's not every day that you get to feed cows often.
Especially in Malaysia.
Yes. So then you get opportunity, then after prayers, and then you will be feeding, and then we will just spend the time and we'll come back. Malaysia is a mixed religion country. right? Um, outsiders, especially people from the Western, they will come here and then they will be actually wondering, how come three races, three different religions stay in the same country and can live harmony?
So, since you are in Malaysia, you see Malaysia having three major races.
Yeah.
And have you faced any religious issue or any racism in your school or college or life anywhere?
Okay, my personal experience when it comes to racism, I think it all depends on the setting of the place. Okay, so when I went to high school, let's start from primary school. So when I went to primary school, there was no racism things there. I had Malay friends, I had Chinese friends, Indian friends. And then when we went to high school, then that's where things start to change a little bit. You're coming out from your puberty, and then you see things little bit changing. And then my school majority was Chinese, although it's a government school. But my school was a majority was Chinese. Indians were there, Malays was there, but I still made friends. And I, as an Indian, I made friends with Malay and Chinese. Okay, so they were still there. College, not much. I can't say there was, in fact. You see, we were all equally, like, sitting, hanging around together, going out even anywhere, anything, going, hanging out, whatsoever. And then after college finish, workplace, from my experience, wherever that I worked from, in terms of racism,
No.
no.
That the good thing I like about Malaysia, because I'm being a foreigner, I also never face any such problem. Like I'm almost like 8 to 9 years in Malaysia, not even a single incident happened. Like I have to face anything like any statement on any country bias.
Correct.
Or any statement, the religious bias. Like I never faced that thing. So since I'm a foreigner, and I was like, wow, like it's very good. Like whenever you go anywhere around the world where there are two races, there is a clash.
Correct.
Like if you go France now, recently, France, Paris, UK, Canada, there are clashes. But knock on the wood, I never see anything here. And in fact, they do respect other people also.
Yeah, yes, because when I was like as I was growing up, right, my first incident when I noticed this was when I went to my dad's hometown. My dad's hometown is in Pahang, Kuala Lipis. So in Kuala Lipis, like I won't say there is one more than another. It's equally Chinese, Malay, Indian there. So when the time I went to a restaurant to order food, it's a Chinese restaurant, he was speaking in Tamil.
Whoa.
He was speaking in Tamil to me, and I was like, I don't know whether should I reply in English or should I just respond back to Tamil? Because if I don't respond in Tamil, then I feel I'm disrespecting him, and then I'm like, it's okay. You know what? Since he's speaking in Tamil,
there is a language barrier plus. Yeah, but we never have faced any such issue about racism and everything.
Yeah, because like I said, a lot of people will come to Malaysia and they'll be shocked and they'll be seeing, see, there's here in Malaysia, Malay, Chinese, Indian, and then including Sabah, Sarawak, all right, 5 people with different religion, and we are still living, peacefully here still.
And you forget about the Asli Orangs.
Yeah, Orang Asli as well. Yeah, because all of them. So one thing which is very diverse here, where you can, like if you're in Malaysia, right, you can taste all 3 different races food.
Yeah.
You can see it, and anywhere.
And plus, if you come in KL, you can taste the food around the world.
Yeah.
There are Spanish restaurant, Arabian restaurant, Mexican restaurant, what you call Thai restaurant.
Correct.
Thai restaurants are a lot.
A lot, because Thai in Malaysia is a big neighboring country, right? So Thai food is something which is very common in Malaysia as well. And like for me, and then I get my household, when my parents, when they bring me out, or even when they cook, they even, when it's like it's part of our life, because we've already indulged in all these different kinds of food, right? Malay, Chinese, Indian it's a normal thing, so it's like, if you like, any time, any day, if you don't know what, okay, I have this option, okay, I have that option,
Yes, yes. That day we are discussing. So this one lady said that, have you ever tried this roti chennai to some girl?
Okay.
She's advising, had you tried roti chennai? She said, what is roti chennai? And she was like, it's Malay. I say, excuse me. He say what? He say, normal parotha went to Chennai, okay, and from Chennai it came to Malaysia and become roti Chennai.
Exactly.
Then he was like, so I say it's indirectly it is Indian dish, not
Yeah.
Malaysian dish.
Yeah.
And she was like, really?
Okay. I mean, actually, I'm quite shocked. A lot of Indian people who are not aware of this.
Yeah.
Because when I was talking to my friends from India, right? So when they say the first time when they came to Malaysia, and then they say they couldn't find rice at that time. So then when they go to a restaurant, they say, oh, we have a roti canai. Do you want? Okay, then they'll be like, oh, roti canai, something different. Okay, and then when they bring it, it's actually, she's like,
It's a lacha paratha.
it's a paratha. It's paratha. Okay, it's something which I have in my home.
Yeah.
So
We call it lacha paratha in North India. So when I came in Malaysia, first 10 days I eat nothing than roti chennai.
Okay.
Because it take time for me to get used to the taste.
Taste.
Dal roti chennai, dal roti chennai, dal roti chennai. That's it.
But I'm sure you could have felt the difference in while eating here and back.
India, there is one restaurant. They sell roti chennai in the morning, the lacha paratha, and they serve with black gram,
Okay.
the curry of black gram and this. It was very nice. Every 3-4 days, I just go and buy and eat. Like,
All right.
and especially they have a dal which they put tomato, spinach,
Okay. Correct.
and all this thing. Not a sambar,
Yeah.
but the dal. They
Yeah,
make
it's
a
a-
dal and they put spinach and all. I used to love that dal. There is one restaurant. It's not a restaurant, I can say. It's just a shop. So this guy, he cannot speak English. He cannot speak Hindi.
Okay.
He opened a small restaurant. This big only.
All right.
Like from here until here.
Okay.
There he put all the pan, and there are one wooden bench where the people eat.
It's correct.
So very small restaurant, and it was very nominal. So he sell dal, rice, and vade and idli. That's it. Dosa only in the morning, like 8 to 10. That's
Okay.
it. And sometime, if there is better, he sell in the evening also.
Evening. Okay.
So very small and very good restaurant. Like 25 rupees the dal rice plate, dal rice, one dry veggie, and papad. Papadam, what normally we say papadam here.
Correct.
So he sell that 25 rupees, which is like 1 ringgit 50 cent. I'm not talking so far. It's just like 10-12 years back.
Oh wow. Okay. 10-12 years back must have been very different. Yeah.
Now, bro, I forget the road in my city. It's so much they diverted the roads. Like they closed this road, opened the new one. I've been to one place. Like it's my office. I worked there for 9 to 10 months, or maybe more than that.
Okay.
I lost the way going there.
Okay. It's too much of changes.
Yeah.
Right. I've yet to go to explore North India. Definitely I will. Because there are still a lot of places to go and visit there.
I have to explore South India actually.
Yeah, even South India also I've not like explore yet the whole South India. Of course, going to Sri Lanka as well also is in the list, you know.
Oh, Sri Lanka, man, the food. Oof.
Yeah, so if you ask me if I have that chance and thing like this, I'll just take the flight and I'll just go.
Man, Sri Lanka food, I tell you one thing. This time when I'm coming from, this time I went India. So I have a connecting flight from Mumbai to Sri Lanka to KL.
Okay.
And I get a free premium lounge access in Sri Lanka.
All right.
So I tried the food there. Oh. It's simple. It's rice cooked in coconut milk
Okay.
with spicy chutney, tomato and chili. Plus they have dal, and they have something like, it's made of dal, but it's very thick, very dense.
Okay.
Like what I can say, like kesar, kesari.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
But it's made of dal. It's very
Dal,
thick,
thick.
and it's a spicy and salty mix. So you eat, normally people eat with rice. So I take that, and the combination was killing. So that make me eager to visit Sri Lanka once. But I'm waiting for them to settle first.
Okay. Yeah. What's going on there? I mean, now because for this year actually, we were actually planning to even go to India, but due to the current natural disaster that's going on there, so they tell, okay, let's not go to those pilgrimage site first, let it settle down, because of what the recent flood that happened. I think it happened in, the flood just
Bangalore.
took in one is in I think the recent one that happened, I think it was in Kedarnath, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because this is quite a big flood.
Gujarat is like few years back, right?
This is just a recent one.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so the recent one, this flood that's been happening there, and then there's also some all this riot that's also going on. So they say,
right, it's okay.
so then they said, okay, let's settle down this first, so then we can just go on, because it's something to we don't want to go and then get stuck and then we can't go to the place which we want to go to. All right, so then they say, let this natural disaster settle all down, and then let things cool, and then after that, then we can go. So I'm planning soon. I'm not sure when. So once this all go down, but it will be North India.
So you want to go Kedarnath, Badrinath?
Yes, but this time I'm planning to go to Varanasi first. Varanasi would definitely be another experience
Yeah,
for me.
bro.
So Varanasi is, going to Varanasi is always been list there. So I won't be going alone. So I will be going with my family. So Varanasi, and then if I have the opportunity at that time, then yes, we will try to go to Kedarnath and go there. But let's see, after end of the day, the calling has to come.
That's true.
Yeah.
True. So let's back to the topic, like when we are working. So when you switch your work from being a trainer to corporate world, what was your emotion like? Emotionally, how was you that time?
I was a little bit nervous because it's a change of line, one. And second, because I graduated in psychology. Okay, so my idea was to go into the sports psychology line. So a part of that, then I was having a list. If it is not sports psychology, then the next will be to move somewhere along in the HR line or talent acquisition, somewhere around that, which I can link. Then what happened first, when I started moving into the corporate line, it was quite a bit different, from the sense where your way of thinking and speaking, everything changes. So I'm not saying that you can talk like freely, like how I was talking to a personal trainer, because when I was there, I was talking to everyone like a friend. So In here, you have to, you can't just be too
Maintain
friendly.
professionalism.
Yeah, you have to maintain professionalism. I'm not saying you won't be, I'm not professional during as a personal trainer, but the freedom you get is different. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
here there are hundreds of people working,
Correct.
and you don't know who is in which mood.
Exactly.
So even a slight joke can hurt them. So we have to be very cautious when we are talking to anyone.
Anybody, yes. You know, because when we say when in the gym, right, people from the corporate will be coming that release stress. Now I'm going into that, so I'm going into that world, so experiencing in that, and coming from whatever that I've picked up and studied from, it was still okay. I was still able to manage, but yet that sense of freedom, when you say how you talk to people is obviously very
Obviously
different. It's very different there. And when in the corporate line, and as you move along, you will pick up a lot of experience on how will you talk to a corporate person, and how you can judge based on their mood, and how you can mingle around with them. So like even in our office also every day, like me and you, we know already. We know. Okay. So but there are days that sometimes even we, as even like a cheerful people also, sometimes we might have our own one day that we are not so good. Then people will come, okay, he's not so well, okay, it's fine, let's let him just let's go through with the day and stuff, because it happens. 365 days we won't be happy.
That's true. And somehow, even if you are happy, there are someone who come to screw your happiness.
Tell me about it. So even when things can go rough on that day, and we want to be positive also, it takes a lot of, how to say, an effort and courage. Another thing which which things make it easier is your working colleagues who become friends there. It makes your life more easier.
Actually, when their presence change your mood. Actually,
Yeah, exactly. As in fact, like say, suppose like if you're going to work, but you're having a bad mood, and suddenly when you see your friends there, and then they make you feel nice, because they don't come and receive you with a sulky face or anything. They are there who they are, right? So how are they and everything. So it just it tends to go better and everything. So one thing I always believe, like a day should always start off with a laughter. So sometimes what I will do, back when we have before Netflix and Amazon was Astro, right? So I used to open the comedy channel, and we'll be watching that, just to start off that day,
with a good mood.
With a good mood. So then now when Netflix came, and then TikTok came, and then all the other various channel came. So sometimes when you even if you're on a bad mood, you just look through those videos and you see a comedy show or a comedy thing, something which is funny. Once you laugh, then your mood changes, right?
Now also, whenever I go home, while eating food, especially, either I watch some old serial which used to come when I was a kid, or I still watch cartoon, or just for laugh. These three things I watch when I'm eating food. I don't see anything other than that, because while eating, if you watch movie or serial, the latest one, you know that you don't know what going to be happen next, and sometimes you're eating and there is a
Yeah, see, I know it also depends on the type of movie or serial. Because if it is a comedy, then you know how the flow is going to go. But obviously, laughing and eating, it's not a. I don't think it is a good combination.
No, it's because we already watched that serial.
If it is something which you already watched, then you know.
Yeah. So
you will. Some serial or even some cartoon, you know how it is. So the moment you watch, you feel nice, you feel good, because there's a good memory with it. So speaking of cartoon, it's been quite a while actually since I watched, because the time when I watched was all those 90s and early 2000s, early 2000 cartoons, so to now I'll just see all those stand-up comedy shows. They are also good.
Man, they are crazy. And the sarcasm level is
The
so
sarcasm
bad.
level, yeah. And the thing is that like that's the way they are sarcastic, but they're sarcastic, but at the same time it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. So things like this, sometimes when we do in the office with our close friends and all, it will help to make the work easier, even though the work is hard, but eventually somehow
Yes.
you will try to find it, you will make it easier.
It says like some face make the things easy. So it's a friend, and always when you have a people you can trust around, you can talk around, you
Correct.
can share jokes. No matter how serious you are, as soon you see that person, you remember something and you start laughing.
Yeah, and every day something can happen, every day something new can come up. So like in our office, it's like when we see some people, okay, this is how it's gonna go.
One of the worst persons.
Yeah, I can say, I've never had that kind of interaction very long. Very long. So even though now we are not in, I'm not in this yet, it's still the same. It's like nothing has changed. The daily interaction as I meet, that may have reduced, but when I still see him, that the same thing happens.
Yeah.
So
He was like,
actually, they were they were guys. They were planning yesterday. They were actually planning for a paintball match, but then because I'm doing night shift and then I was coming back and I'm gonna get up late, so and they will be going on the morning to go to the paintball match which is in Shah Alam. So I told him I really wish I can join. It would have been fun. Telling us I don't want to delay those guys because I'll be waking up late. So I say next time. Next time, but we definitely need to, plan one soon.
he have almost called me for 7 to 8 his team activity, and never even went one because Saturday I'm working.
Right. But it'll always be fun, to go with your working colleagues and and when from colleague turn into friends.
Yes.
Yeah. That is what.
True.
So
There are few people only who left the project, and still we are in contact. But as long we are connected,
yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, exactly. Because real friends are actually hard to come by
Yeah.
these days. So when you can really be yourself with them, that's what most matters.
So before we end our episode for the day, would you like to share or give any advice to our people who are changing their job or switching the industry?
Changing job, switching industry. My only advice is do some research. See, because end of the day, wherever you are going, growth is important.
Agree.
So do some research before you go into a totally different line. If you can see that there's a place where, or a profession which you can find where you can grow, then go ahead. Because sometimes we are afraid to take risk, but that risk is what actually sometimes will make us
Exactly.
change. So do research and something which it aligns with you, and if you can grow there, then go for it. If you think that it's something which is really out but you are still afraid, then keep doing more research on it, but do not waste time. Keep your options open. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have any like any opportunity coming in, so my main is always do a research to know whether you can get aligned or not, because with what the company is going to offer, then their vision and your vision has to align. So if it can align, and obviously you can go and give it a shot.
Agree. So this is all for the day, and this is again Mr. Prem Sarupa, aka Guru. So we'll get back on the different episode with a new topic. Thank you.